Okay, so we're on day 8 of my carnivore diet, and to be honest, I feel really good. I have got much more of a steady energy, and my mood's not been up and down as much, which is amazing. And I did learn something new the other day after I had my rice, that when I had the rice in a small amount, it was okay. When I had the rice the following day to kind of finish it off, it was too much, and my body, my back, my lower back was kind of like having the same pain signals, and I realised the inflammation was coming back. So I now know definitely not to eat rice for a long period of time, but I just didn't want to waste any, so I kind of ate it twice rather than once. Don't tell Nico, the guy that was doing my carnivore diet for me, but yeah, I really kind of felt the pain again yesterday. So then I only ate meat yesterday and my avocado. And again, today I woke up with no back pain. I haven't had back pain all day, even when I was sat in the hammam today, because I've been to Six Senses and we've been filming for the women's hammam that I organised. And I used to be a nail technician, so I used to do people's nails for years. And I basically was filing everyone's nails and sat in an awkward way and bent over and like twisted, and I still had a very, very, very small amount of back pain, but nowhere near as much as I would usually have if I was bending over, doing people's nails and focusing. So that has been really interesting to me. So last night I Googled so much stuff around carnivore diet and back pain. And there's thousands of people in the world that are reducing lower back pain and inflammation and all these different diseases when they're doing the carnivore diet. And the two had never really connected for me until I'd started doing it myself. But I can truly say that how I feel now is that I feel confident that this diet is going to help me, or protocol, sorry. Keep getting it wrong, keep saying diet. It's not a diet, it's a protocol, the carnivore protocol. I'm not getting it right. But no one's here to tell me off. So Nico, I'm sorry. However, me doing this protocol is actually really helping me to figure out, my cravings and where I'm really at. And I've been far more emotionally steady and stable, much less back pain. I'm sleeping longer and better and deeper, apart from the cats that wrap themselves around my neck and piss me off and purr early in the morning. But other than that, I feel quite good and quite steady. So this is a benefit that I didn't realise I was going to have, but I don't know if it's because it's the carnivore diet and reducing inflammation, or whether it's because I'm not having any sugars at all, which probably is it. Either way, I have much less back pain, so loving it for that. And I feel very good. I feel really lively, and I've been wanting to get up in the mornings and meditate and work out and coming back to myself, so that's very good. And then I had a conversation with a guy that I met the other day that I've known for a while, and he basically we were chatting about sexual connections and relationships and emotions, and he pointed out for me, he said, isn't it funny that your money's dried up at the same time as your sexual relationships? And I'm like, where are we going here with this conversation? I felt so embarrassed and was like, oh my god, as if this random guy is pointing, not random, he's a friend, but like as if this guy is pointing this out to me. And it's true, because in the lower chakra it's the sexual connection and the money and all these things. And I thought, isn't it, you're right, there's like, when I'm not sexually active or really all out there and doing whatever I've once done in the past, money has also been harder to maintain and pull in and whatever. And it's this creativity level, it's this kind of connection and creating from that chakra. So one thing I have noticed with this protocol, not diet, is that my connection to my creativity is slowly coming back in, and I'm feeling and finding more of a purpose for that, and I'm feeling more empowered sexually and freely, and I'm just feeling stronger. So I feel like I want to create and I want to connect with that part of myself, but it's been hard for me to do so in the past because I've just been tired and lethargic and not really feeling that great. But now I've got much more creativity coming in, and I feel more grounded and empowered. And although I did die and then cry with shame when the guy was talking to me, I was just like, oh, this is so uncomfortable to chat to a hot guy about my lack of sex and money. But it was a really important conversation for me, so he knows who he is. Thank you very much for that. I love you dearly for taking me into my shadow in the car where I couldn't get out. vulnerability 101, but it really did help, and it helped me see quite a few things. So today I feel quite empowered and like I'm going to do something really interesting with my creativity that's flowing. And I'm living in this beautiful space in the north of Ibiza, which again, I won't show you the view because I do it all the time, but it's incredible. But we've got our own dome up here, our own kind of sound dome. So I'm going to go in there. I've got my microphone, my mixing desk, my computer and the space, and I'm having all next week off, and I'm just going to feed out as much creativity as I can through my voice, whether it's singing or speaking or my meditations, but really getting back into that space with myself. And maybe going live and doing some live meditations. And I did a meditation a few weeks ago and sent it out this morning to over 100 people. And I've had loads of amazing feedback. And I don't know why I did that. I just got up and thought, that's going out today. And so many people have got back to me and said, this is what you should do, or, this is you. This is amazing that this is your voice. And it makes me feel more confident and more empowered and more sexy. But it's getting in touch with that divine feminine and that sacred space within myself for creativity. So far, so good on the carnivore diet. And even my cats are loving it, aren't you? Well, one of them, because the other one's there. But how good are your meals now? I'm on the carnivore diet. Because we've gone from biscuits to pork chops. There's not pork chops, it's a lie, we've got lamb chops. But they're very happy. They've got lamb chops, they're having ground beef. So yeah, they get the bones of when I'm done. And they're very happy cats, they told me. They said they much prefer this diet as opposed to biscuits. So I could totally understand why. And their eyes are so much bigger when I feed them. Their eyes are like, really present and powerful. So yeah, from the rich family here, me and my 2 cats in the north of Ibiza, we are very happy with the carnivore diet, and I am definitely staying on it. And I'm going to go for a long walk now because I deserve to and I want to. And I will get creative over the next few days in the sound dome. So over and out. Have an amazing weekend.